Good day, good day, good day, good day. Welcome back to class. Today we'll be talking about HTML colors. HTML colors. This is going to be a very long topic. I will help you if you stay true to the end of this video. You know what? At the end of this video, I have a gift for you. A free gift for you. Okay. So let's watch to the end and you take your gift. Okay, you take your gift. Okay, let us begin. As I said, we're talking about HTML colors today. So first of all, go to your folder and you go to HTML. We'll create a new file and let's call it colors. Okay, colors.html, right? Click on enter for it to open. Okay, now let us close this guy. Let us get our HTML document structure. Okay, so there we go. We have our HTML document structure now. Let us continue. Okay, so as I said earlier on, we'll be talking about HTML. We use colors a lot, and there are different ways to specify colors when it comes to HTML. We have different alternatives. We are mostly fond of using the standard names or the standard color names. For instance, red, yellow, brown, black, blue, and you just name them. But today, you will learn other methods of specifying colors. So first of all, let us get our H1 element and let's say HTML colors, okay? HTML colors, and we are going to do, what have I written? HTML colors. That's fine. So first of all, let us try and see if everything is working perfectly. Let me copy the path over here. Okay. No, it's not what I need. So let me go here, open my path, and paste it inside my browser. Okay. So now we go. So now we have HTML colors right there. Right there. Okay. So as I said earlier on, we'll be talking about HTML colors. There are different ways to specify colors. You can use an external CSS. You can use an inline CSS. You can use an internal CSS. So there are different ways, and we'll get there very soon, very soon. So for now, I'll be using the inline CSS method of specifying colors. Okay, I'll just call on my color, my style attribute, and call on the color property, and say maybe this guy should be. Tell me the color coral. So let's go to coral. Okay, so the coral for me. Control plus S, then we can refresh it in our browser. Okay, so there we go. So now our colors are right. So as we said, this is the standard and the normal way that we know changing colors by calling the names of the color, by calling the names of the colors. Today we are going to learn different or other methods that we would be able to use to change colors accordingly. Okay. So there are different colors. We have darker blue, medium sea green, we have gray, we have slate blue, violet. You just name them, okay? There are different color names available. So let's try and add more color. Okay, go on to our paragraph element and let's say I am violet. I am violet, and we are good to go. Now we can specify the color for it, right? Okay, so let's go to style and call on our style property and say color. So let's call on background color now. Background, so background color, and we will choose violet for that. Okay, that's good. Control plus S, control plus 1. Okay, let's go to our browser, refresh. There we go. Actually, yeah, it's loaded here. This guy. Okay, so that's that. You have been able to change the background color to violet. Okay, to violet. So that's one way. So let me try putting something here so that you will be able to follow and follow up. Okay, so as I said today, we'll be talking about colors and the different method to specify colors. Now we have talked about the names or the standard names. Okay, names of colors. So you will call them by calling on their names. Then we'll move on to the next one. Uh, okay, so let's tackle other stuff before we move on to the next method of specifying colors. Okay. Okay, so colors can be applied to different parts of our document. We can apply colors to the text, to the background. Okay, so let's go to our browser now. Now, this one, we apply the color to the text. In this case, we are applying the color to the what? To the background. Okay, you can apply color to what else? You had it right. To the border. Okay, you could apply color to the border of your document. Okay, of your document. Of your document. Okay, so let us move on. Column color. On our paragraph elements. Maybe style habit. Then we column border. Okay, now let's get it some values, 2 pixels, which is the size. And let's get it the style solid. Okay, then we get it a color. Which color? Which color? Which color? Which color? Get me a color. Okay, so let's take slate blue. Okay, slate blue. Slate blue. So that's fine. And let's say, yeah, I'm the butter. I am a border. A border. Okay, I'm a border. So Control plus S. Let's go to our browser. Do it. So go here, and we could see it over here. I am a border. I am a border. Okay. So that's it. Let us continue. Okay. So we have been able to apply colors to our text, to the background, and also to the border. To the border. Okay. Okay. Now we move on to the color values. We'll tackle the next one, which is the RGB color values. Okay. The RGB. So the RGB, we have RGB and RGBA. Okay, RGBA. So the RGB is red, green, and blue. RGBA is red, green, blue, and alpha. So RGBA is just an extension of RGB. We'll take it and you will get to know how to use this very, very well. Okay, very, very well. We'll dive deeper. So let's tackle the RGB and the RGBA. An RGB color value represents red, green, and blue light sources. An RGBA color value is an extension of RGB with an alpha channel. The A is alpha and specifies opacity. RGB color values. In HTML, a color can be specified as an RGB value using the formula. Okay, so let's tackle RGB now. R RGB RGB. Thank you guys. Okay. RGB. Sorry. RGB. Okay. So the formula is RGB formula. Let me use that one. RGB formula or syntax, however you call it, you are good to go. Okay. RGB formula, and you just call on RGB, get it some brackets, and then you give points for red, okay, for green, then for red, okay, sorry, then for blue, blue, okay. You give values. So we'll learn how to give the values accordingly. Okay. So each parameter, that's red, green, and blue, defines the intensity of the color with a value between 0 and 250. So the value should be between 0 and 255 and 255. Okay. Now we'll learn more. We'll learn more here. So this means that there are 256 times of 256 times of 256, which is equal to, it will get me the value. Yes, my math student, 167772216. That's 216 RGB color values. Okay, RGB color values. That's right. There are this number of RGB color values available that you can specify. Okay, you can specify. So, for example, if I want a red color, how do I go about it? I'll just follow RGB, get it bracket, and give the first value, which is red, 255, the rest 0, 0. Okay, 0, 0. So this should give me the color what? The color red. The color red. Now, if I want blue, green, sorry, let me move on to green. Just call on RGB, give the first value is 0. So the first value is for red. Then I move on to the next value, which is green, and the next value, which is blue. I'll give it a value of what? 0. So this should give me the color green. Okay. If I want the color blue, then the first value should be 0, the second 0, then the last to have the full number. So this should give me what? Blue color. Blue color. How it is clear. If I specify the same values for all the three parameters, that's the red, the green, and the blue, I should get a gray color. Okay, RGB, then bam. So let's say if I give them 60, 60, 60, I should get a shade of gray. Shade of gray, okay, shade of gray. If I give them something like uh 180, 180, 180, I should get the shade of what? Sorry. I should still get some shade of gray, yeah? Some shade of gray, which I don't know. Okay. So these are what? RGB formulas. RGB formulas. If I want a black color, what do you think should be done? I remember in my senior high school times, we used to define the black color as the absence of what? The color in the science class. Okay. In the science class, it was the absence of color. So 000 should give me what? Black. What if I want white? What do you think should be the value? Then in that case, I should give all of them the highest value possible, right? So that no one wins the other, okay, the other. So this will give me what? White, okay. This should give me white. And this should give me black, okay, black. That's fine. Okay, so we have learned RGB color values, the formulas to use, okay, the formulas to use. And it's very, very important you take key note of this. It will help you go a long, long way. We'll come back to the RGB, but for now, let us take examples, okay? Let me just follow each one. And let's see, let me give it this RGB color values, okay? RGB color values. That's fine. And we'll start. First paragraph. I am the best RGB color value. Okay, color value. I'll just copy this because I'll be using it a lot. And the first RGB color value. So let me copy. Copy. Okay. Let's go on. Another paragraph. Here I am the second. Okay. Here I am the second RGB color value. Okay. Second RGB color value. Okay. So let's move on another paragraph. I say that one will be I am the third. Okay. I am the third RGB color value. Third. It won't take a lot. I think three is okay. Then we'll learn how to specify it. We are still using the inline method, okay? I'll call on the background color in this case and say maybe RGB. So you call RGB and are giving the options. So first of all, I will specify which color. Let's take the red color first. So that's 255. Move on to the next 0, S 0, and I should be getting red. Okay, that's fine. I hope you can see the color right here. The color right here. Then maybe I should copy this because I can't be typing it again. Just copy. Okay, copied. Let me come to here. Next paragraph. Get it some space and paste. Then in this case, I need a green color. Okay, so let me give this guy 0, 0. Sorry. No, I should give this guy 255. I want green color here. Sorry. 255. Then the next color should be 0. Okay. So you can see I've gotten the green color right there. Now let's move on to the next paragraph. And I will be giving the color I think I should get rid of this. Then 0, 0, sorry, 0, about 18. Okay, 0, then 255. I should get blue. Okay, so that's really great. That's really great. That's what we call the RGB color value. So you could see I'm getting different colors here. Let me separate this guy from my good friends over here. Friends. Oh, okay. Let's go to the end. Okay. Okay, so get out of here. Now it is done. Let's go to our browser, refresh it, and there we go. So you could see we are getting the colors for it. The first one is red, the second green, the next blue. Okay, that's great. Now we are saying that if you specify the same values for the RGB, where are you? Okay, paragraph. Say, I am a gray shade. Okay, gray shade. I actually know what gray shade it will be. I'm sure it is a gray shade. Okay, let's place this guy. Now we'll be specifying the same values for this man. Mhm. Oh, okay. Let's specify the same values for that. We are having 10, 10, 10, so we should get something closer to red and black. Okay. Okay, so let me get it maybe 80, 80, then 80, then maybe the next thing should be 80. Let's see, we are having some gray color here. I hope you can see that one over here. Control plus S, and then we go to our browser, we refresh it and see. Seems our work wasn't saved. Okay, save now. I think so. Okay, so there we are. There we are. We have this shade over here. Let me enlarge this so that maybe you see. Okay, so that's that. That's that. Okay, so we've learned how to use the RGB color values. Now let's move on to the RGBA. As I said earlier on, the RGBA is just an extension of the RGB color values. Okay, it's just an extension of the RGB color values. And it is very, very important that we learn how to use this guy as well, because we will be needing it a lot. We'll be needing this guy a lot. So let's call on RGBA color values. Okay, it is actually the same process. The only difference is mm, when the A is attached. Okay, the A, which is the alpha or the opacity. Okay, the alpha or the opacity. So let's take the formula or the syntax. Okay, or syntax here. Syntax. Okay. So let's move on. What is the formula? RGBA. Yeah, you guess it right. Guessed it right. RGBA. Sorry. RGBA. Let's move on. Then you get a value for red, comma, comma, then green, green, comma, then blue, then alpha. Okay, alpha. Okay. There's one thing you should know about this guy, this alpha guy. Okay. The alpha guy takes a value. So we know for red, we should take a value between 0 and 255, or from 0 and 200 to 255. The green color from 0 to 255, the blue color 0 to 255. The alpha takes a value of 0.1 to 1.0. 1.0. Okay. Okay, so if I give it a value of, if I give it a value of 0, okay, so the alpha parameter is a number between, okay, so it should actually start from 0.0 to 0, 1.0. Okay, so it is a value between 0.0, which is fully transparent of the color that I have specified, and 1.0, which is not transparent at all, or other way around, you can call it opaque. Other way around, you can call it opaque. Okay, so if I give something, so let's take an example, RGBA, then this guy maybe 0, 0, 0, then there should be spaces, please. 0, 0, then 255. In this case, which color? Blue. Okay. Then if I specify this guy to be 0.5, then I don't actually need full blue, but somehow transparent or opaque blue. Okay, that's that. That's that. We'll take examples, then you will understand better what I'm trying to tell you or show you. Okay, so let's go on H1. Let's say RGBA color values. Okay, sorry, color values. That's fine. So let's pick some paragraph. I am get rid of this. Let's say I am RG, RGBA color value by 1. And move on to the next paragraph. 1 R color value 2. Okay. I mean, bring this guy a bit up so that you'll see it better. Now let's move on. Okay. Paragraph says what our RGB color value red. Okay. Then paragraph RGB color value 4. I think we are okay. We are good here. So let's begin giving some style for attributes. Color on the background color, and we are good to go. Let's color RGBA, and let's take enter. 255. We are taking red. 1 0. Move on 0. Then the next one, which is alpha, will give it 0.5. Okay. So you could see we don't actually have some red color, which is the value between red, and there we go. So style, let's color on background color RGBA. Let's go. Let's give it 0 255. Sorry, 0 255 0. Then the next one is 0.2. So not that great, or better still. Let's get 0.0 and see something. Okay, so we are getting a lighter green. Now we move on here. Paragraph style attribute background property. Okay, there we go. RGBA, we take that. And let's give it some value for blue. Okay, that's great. Blue. So this guy should be 0. And blue, let's give it 255. And alpha maybe 0. Point of 8 maybe. So that's it. So we are trying the different values for what? Alpha. I hope that's clear with you. Okay, let's move on. Then style. Okay, background. RGBA. Here we go. So now we have red, blue. Let's give it the same value. 60, 60. What are we trying to get? I hope you are with me. There may be 0.2. Okay, so there we go. So we want what? A shade of gray. That's what we've gotten. Let's move on here and see something. Let's refresh our browser. There we go. There we go. So I am an RGBA color value 1. That's the gray color. This is the blue color. This is the green color, and this is what red color. Okay. Okay. So I hope you are getting it. So we've come to the end of the RGB and RGBA color values, and I hope it has been okay. We will then move on to the next method of specifying colors, which we call it the hex color values. H1. Let me call it hex color values. Yes, my math lovers, mathematicians, why are you? What is hex? Hex means what? 6. Okay. Hex means 6. And in this case, we will need 6 values our color, for our color. Okay. 6 values. 6 different values for our color. Okay. So let's take it and learn how to use it first. Then we'll come to the main work. So let me call it test color what? Color O color. So first of all, hex means what? 6, right? I.e. that's 6 color values. 6 values for color. For color. You're saying, hey, this thing is going to be very cumbersome. Don't worry, it isn't. It isn't at all. So a hexadecimal color is specified with what? We start with hashtag. We call RR. 2 values for red, 2 values for green, 2 values for blue, and you are good to go. Okay, 2 values for red, 2 values for green, and 2 values. You're okay to use both caps, RRGG, and BB as well. Each one is highly acceptable. Okay, it's highly acceptable. In HTML, a color can be specified using a hexadecimal value in the form that we have stated earlier. Okay, now RR is for what? Red. GG for what? Green. BB for what? Blue. That's great. Okay, it takes values of both letters and numbers. So it takes the first 6 letters as well as the first 6 what? Numbers. Okay, so you take a value of A, can take a value of B, C, D, E, F, okay, and it takes a value of, okay, 0, 0 is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you are good to go, and you are good to go, okay, you are good to go. Okay, so if I want a red color, let's take an example. If I want a red color, how do you think I should go about it? The first thing I need is what? My hash. Okay, let me go down. Let's write examples here. Then you know how to go about it. That's fine. So if I want, okay, if I want a red color, what should I do? If I give it FF, it means I'm giving it the maximum. Okay. For instance, when we're having 0 to 255, 255 was the maximum. If we have A to F, F becomes the what? Maximum. So if I give it the first value as F, the second value as F, it means my red color is full now. So in that case, I need the rest to be what? 0000. Okay. I hope you are getting it. 0000. And I'm good to go. So this should give me what? The color red. What do you think should be the value for green? Shouldn't it be 00FF00? It should be. I'm writing, oh, sorry. So it should be 00FF00. That's right. So this should give me the color green. That also. If I want blue, what do you think should be my values? Okay, it is 00. FF, and this should give me what? Blue. That's great. I hope you are learning. That's very, very important. So to display black, what should I do? I told you earlier on that black is the absence of what? A color. So 000000 for all the parameters. Bam. So this will give me what? A black color. If I want a white color, what do you think should be my value? When we're dealing with RGB and RGBA, if we needed a white color, what do? We set all the parameters to their maximum value possible, right? To their maximum value possible. So all you need is your what? Hashtag FF, 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 okay? And there you go, and there you go, okay? There you go. Okay, so now let's take examples. Let's take examples, and you will see. Let's go to recording and take example. So first of all, we a x value 1. Okay. The next one, x color value 2. 2. Okay, that's right. Next paragraph, I am x color value 3. Oh, that's right. Okay, let's move on. X color value 4. Let's move on. X color value 5. I hope it is making sense. Okay, we are just trying to do some magic. Ah, that is not working. So this has color values, okay? Text color values. We'll take different values and there we go. Okay. So first of all, let's call on our style property. What do you need? It says background color. Let's take that. Then we call on the hash symbol. Okay, if you want to get the hash symbol, it is shift as the number 3. The number 3. If you are finding any difficulty in getting it, that is it. That's that. So if I call on FF 00, sorry, 0000, it should be getting red. That's great. If I call on the next thing is style, so okay, style, that's great. Call on what do I need? Maybe I need my hash symbol first. 00 FF 00, and that's green. Plus 0, let me green. Okay, that's fine. If I want now, okay, background color, that's fine. Let's call on hash. Let's go 0000 FF blue. That's fine. Let's move on here. Fine. Let's call on background color. Bam. Let's get a hash. Then put values again. Maybe I should give it BB, CC, DD, and getting some magic over here. Nice color. I don't know the name unless you tell me. Unless you tell me the name. Oh, that's fine. So, style, bam. And we say, start. I haven't used the numbers 225500. 225500. It's not working. Okay. Um, 002255. Okay. Let's say AB. Yo. Oh, unfortunate. Okay, so let's make this. Let's take 3C B 371. Okay, so let's say 22. Okay. FF A 500. Oh, oh, sorry. I haven't colored the prop and we are having difficulties over here. Oh. Background color. Yeah, what I need on our, you're supposed to come. Now we can call on our values. So let's say 2, 5, just we should get some color. That's fine. So control plus S and we are good to go. Okay. So there's RGB color values. There's RGBA color values. Now we should be getting something in between the two RGBA color values and HTML colors. Okay. So let's refresh our browser. No, that's a mistake. Aha. Refresh our browser and there we go. So these are hex color values that we stated, and that's what we are having over here. That's what we are having. So you could just guess your number and you are good to go. And you are good to go. Okay, you are good to go. Okay. If I want shades of gray, what do you think should be my value? 22, 22, 22. Give me something like a gray color. Actually, this guy is too small. So 8, 9, 9, 9. Okay. 8, 9, 9, 9. That's 9. That's fine. Another 9. That's fine. Now I'm getting my color. And in reality, you can also use just 3 colors, okay? Just 3 colors, just 3 values, sorry. And you should be getting a color over there. So let's take an example of that one so that we see 8, 9. Let's see. You see that's giving us the same color. So I can just use 3 values and I'm good to go. So A, B, C should give me a color. Hope you are getting it. And I have it right there. If I choose D, E, F, that's left, I should be getting a color. If I choose 555, I should be getting a color. And that's fine. Okay, that's actually fine. That's actually fine. Let's control. Okay, so that's fine. We are having different color values over here. Different color values over here. So that's by using what? S color value. S color value. Now we move on to the next part, which is HSL and HSLA. This is also very interesting, and I really love this. love this very, very much. Okay, very, very much. So let's take an example. So first of all, we call on our H1 element and we say HSL color values. Let's tackle that one first. Color values. HSL color values. Color values. HSL color values. Okay, so that's fine. Oh, then take this guy. 1, 2. There we go. So what is HSL? H stands for hue, S for saturation, and L for lightness. So HSL meaning, okay, meaning. That's fine. HSL. So H is for what? Hue, hue, which is basically color. Then S is for saturation, saturation. Then L is for lightness, okay, lightness, how light the thing is. We'll take definitions for all of this and get to know it well, okay. So HSLA is that one for the HSL extension with what? Alpha, okay. Okay. So in HTML, a color can be specified using the hue, saturation, and lightness in the form. So it comes here. So let's go. There's the syntax or the formula. The formula or the syntax or syntax. Okay. Let me use this guy. Let's come down. The formula or the syntax. Okay, so you just call on HSL. Okay. And you give values for hue, comma, saturation, comma, then what? Lightness. Lightness. That's that. Okay, so let's see the values that are available. You see, we said the hue stands for color, and therefore it is very important that we use the color field. The color field is in a circular form, and we say it is stated in what? Degrees. So hue has a value, hue has a value, a value between 0 and 360, okay, between 0 and 360. So if you see somebody writing 0 degree is equally fine, sorry, 0 degree, something like this is possible. You can see 360 degrees, so you represent the degree with just the first 3 letters of the word, okay. Someone will also just write their values, let's say 56, and it is fine if I write 25 to 35, that's okay. If I write 360 without the degree, it is also perfectly fine, okay. It's perfectly fine, okay. That's fine. Okay. Now with the hue, there is something very important you should know. Hue. There's something very, very important that you should know. Do you know that? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. The first one, if you want a red color, you should give it a hue value of what? 0. Sorry, 0. If you want a green color, to give it a hue value of what? A hue value of 120. Okay. Then if I want a hue value of blue, then I should be giving it a value of 240 degrees, whichever way. Okay. So note 0 degrees is what? Red, green is 120, and blue is 240 degrees. So you should know. Okay, that's fine. Now we move on to saturation. Let me here. Saturation. Saturation is a percentage value. So percentage value, that's a percentage value, okay? Percentage value, which means it ranges from what? 0 to 100%. If I write 0%, is that right? 0%. Okay. If it is right for you, then you take it. Okay, so it ranges from 0 to 100%. 0 to 100%. Okay, 0% or 0 means a shade of gray, okay? A shade of gray. And 100% means what? 100% should automatically give me white color, okay? White color. I hope you are learning. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, now we move on. You will only understand these things if you experiment with it. Do a lot of experiment on this. Otherwise, you are going to find yourself wanting. Okay, you are going to find yourself wanting. Now we move on to lightness. Lightness. Okay, lightness. Lightness is also what a percentage value. Okay, that's fine. 0% or 0 is for black. There is no light. If there is no light, then it will automatically be what? Black. 100% should give you white. That also white. That's fine. That's 100%. Okay, so now we've learned how to use this. So let me come down here and simplify things for you. Let's say I want to call on the A cell. Fine. So the first one should be a degree value. Okay. Comma. The next one should be what? A percentage value. Comma. The next will also be a percentage value. And I am done. And I am done. I hope you are getting it. That's great. Let's move in. Yeah, let's move a bit further. We'll take examples, see how best we gonna make this happen. Okay. We'll learn what a saturation is, what lightness is, and the hue, as I said earlier on, is a color. So that's all. Let's tackle some examples and we'll know how best to do this. How best to do this. So let us tackle saturation first. What is saturation? You have heard saturation? Yes. When it comes to color work, saturation can be described as the intensity of a color. Intensity of a color. Okay. Of the color, sorry. Of the color. That's fine. Intensity of color is what we call the saturation. So 100%, 100% is the pure color. It's pure color. The pure is pure color. I think I should use the to be definite here. The definite article, the pure color. So whichever color that I am referring to, 100% is the pure one. Okay. As well as 50% is 50%. If I get it 50%, 50%. That one is 50% gray and 50%, sorry, 50% the color, 50% the color. Then 0% or 0 is what? 0 is completely gray, okay? So completely, sorry, completely gray, completely gray. That's fine. I hope you are getting it. Okay. Then we'll tackle lightness. What do we mean by the lightness of color? Lightness of a color? Okay. So lightness of a color can be described as how much light you want to give the color. How much light you want to give. You want, you want to give the color. That's fine. How much light you want to give the color, the lightness of a color. Okay. So if I say zero, then no what? No light, no light, no light, and that's uh black color. Absence of the color is what? Black. Okay. Then 50% means 50% lighter, or it is neither dark nor black, which is somewhere a gray color. Okay, so 50% is somewhere like a gray color. Okay, that's 50% gray, and 50% the color. Okay, it's neither dark nor light. The 100% means full lightness. That's white. 100% means white. Full lightness. So I'm giving it full light. So that's it. A quick recap. We are talking about HSL. We said HSL means what? Hue, saturation, light. Hue is the color, and when we say color, we refer to the color hue, which is 360 degrees long. Okay, 360 degrees long. So we say if you want to specify a value for the hue, then you have to give it a value from 0 to 360 degrees. Okay, whichever value that you choose for the hue, you are good to go. Now we made mention of a saturation, which we said it is the intensity of the color. Okay, intensity of the color. That's fine. Intensity of the color. Then we are saying that 0%, it is also what a percentage value. Hmm? So it has, it ranges from 0 to 100%. Okay, and we are saying that 0% means what? Let's go down here. So 0% means completely gray. 50% means 50% gray and 50% the color. 100% means the pure color. The lightness is how much light you are trying to give the color. How much light you are trying to give the color. Okay. So now it is very important that we tackle examples for you to understand very, very well. Very, very well what we are trying to say. So I am HSL value 1. I'll just copy this. Just copy this. So copy, come here, paste, come here, paste, come here, paste, come here, paste. Simply okay. We'll just change the figure. The next one to 4, the next one to 4, the next one to 5. Okay, so that's fine. Now in this time round, we'll be using color in the background. So let's call on our style property, our style attribute, sorry. Then we call on our color property and we call on HSL. Okay, there we go. So we have hue, saturation, and what? Lightness. We said that if you want 0, we are good to go. If saturation should be a percentage value, right? So let me give it a 50% value. Any value at all is okay. Okay, just make sure you are in the range and maybe 50% lightness. And that is giving me color, as you see over there. If I go here, call on my style attribute, Bam. Colon color. Then I'll call on HSL. There it goes. So I can give it 360. In this case, which color am I calling up? Which means I'm calling on the blue color. If I give it 0 here and 0 there, what should I get? I'm getting somewhere black. Okay, black because I'm not giving it any light. If I'm to give it a percentage of, let's say, 20%, I should be getting somewhere gray. Okay, somewhere gray. And I'm not getting a blue color because I gave the saturation a value of 0. Okay, if I'm to give it 100%, then I should be getting somewhere like that's it. Okay, so Control plus S and save our work. Let's move on. Color style. There we go. Color. Take that. HFL. Pick that. Now we are to give it some values. Maybe 0 here, 0 here, then 0 here. What do you think? I should be getting black. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Let's go on. Let's take you. H. Let's take you. That's fine. Let's give this guy 0, 0, then 30%. There we go. Okay. Then the last guy here, the last product, control. Okay, style, color, then H, just pick HSL. Let's give it some values. Okay, so 40%, 0, control plus S. Now let's come here, view our work. Okay, let's refresh our browser. And there we go. Okay, so here are the colors that we have specified. So we have HSL color values, and here are the colors that we have specified. That we have specified. That's really great. Really, really great. Okay. Now we move on to the last part of this lesson, which is HSLA color values. HSLA color values. HSLA color value. So that's just an extension of what? The HSL. The same idea, and you are going to do HSL color values. That's fine. And here, control. HSL. Okay. Let me just add A here. I'm good to go. Okay. Let me copy and be pasting it. Control plus C. Let's come to the end here. Okay. 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 That's fine. So let's just change the values over here. Okay. 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 Fine. So let's see how to do this. First of all, let's apply some color. So our heading first. Color. Let's call on HSL A. There we go. So the A is for what? Alpha, and it takes a value of between 0.0 to 0. To 1.0. Sorry, 0.0 to 1.0. So hue, if I give it 35 without a degree sign, I'm good to go. Saturation, if I give it 100%, I'm good to go. Now, if I give the lightness 45%, I am good to go. If I give my alpha 0.2, then I should be getting some nice color. That's really great. As I said, with the hue, you can choose to bring the degree or not, but it will still what? Work. Color, the HSL, and there we go. So let me take the degree sign 120 degrees, okay, and it should work. So 95%. Let's move on. 95% again, and 0.9, and I'm getting some color. That's so I will leave the rest for you to finish it up in your lessons. Okay, your lessons. So let's come to our browser, refresh, and go down. So we should be getting some colors over here. So we can see HSLA color values, which is very thin. We have the first one. This is also very, very thin. The color is not okay. Okay, not fine. Maybe I should change it to something better. Hmm. So maybe 20% plus. That's fine. Okay, so let's stand there. Let me refresh it now. And there we go. I didn't save my work. Hmm. Let's come here, refresh, and we should be seeing it here now. Okay, so that's that. I will leave the rest for you to tackle. We have learned a lot in this lesson, and it is very important to take key note of these things. They will help you go a long way in website designing and development. Color is very, very important. Color work is very, very important when it comes to website designing and development. We take this with both hands and with both hearts if and only if you have to. Yes, I promise to give you a gift in this if you watch to the end. If you have gotten here, I say congratulations. Check the description below. I leave you a very important link. Just click on that and let's take it on from there. It is a free class for website designing and development. Website designing and development. So just click on this and you just tell me web dev, WEBDEV, WEBDEV. Okay, and we'll take it on from there. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye for now.